Hi guys. So this is gonna be a what if, a sad one, but it's gonna be a pretty good what if. I mean, if I do say so myself. So I'm gonna put a warning in this video. If you feel like you want to commit suicide, anything, please go talk to somebody about it, because this video will contain suicide, mental thoughts, like slicing yourself, like injuring yourself and stuff like that. So if you feel any of that, then just get off this video and call somebody and tell them how you feel. Suicide prevention, that's why you have that. But I'm just gonna get into the video, and yeah, I hope you guys have a nice day. So let's go. So we start off with a kid. This kid name is Azuku Midoriya. So Azuku, um, it is a cheated on what if. So it's what if Deku was cheated on. So Azuku is walking to and this one he's gonna be in a support course and hero course. Yeah. So Izuku's walking, and this is his 6th anniversary with Uraka. They started dating in high school, and he's gonna be in college in this one. So he's gonna be walking to inside, and he's gonna say, "Where's Uraka?" And Bakugo isn't gonna be a dick and just do nothing with Uraka. He's gonna be like, no, I think, let me think. Kirishima's gonna be the one like, um, she's in her room, and Deku's like, okay, bet, Kirishima, thank you. So he walks to Uraka's room. He sees Uraka and Ida in there. He doesn't see it. He hears moaning. He's like, Daddy. I'm sorry. It's just I had to add at least something in here just to make it seem more realistic. So he's like, Daddy. And he's like, yeah, reciprocal burst, and that's all he hears. He's like, wait, what are they doing? So he walks in there. He sees Uraka and Ida plowing Uraka, and he's like, if that's what she wants to do, it's fine. And then you just see a tear going down Deku's face, and he's like, I might as well go to All Might. So he goes to All Might, and he's like, All Might, here's your quirk back. I don't want it anymore. And he's like, why, Midoriya? And he's like, my girlfriend, she cheated on me All Might, and I don't think I can have the motivation to become a hero or to be a successor. So just take your quirk back. He's like, no, I won't take it back. You're too good of a successor. He's like, I'll go to Mirio and give it to him then, because he deserves the quirk more than me. And All Might's like, wait. I'll take it back. But if you ever want it back, he's like, no, All Might, I don't want it. I won't ever want it back. I'm leaving you a. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds really low, because he has to sound depressed, and almost like, okay, kid, here, I'll take my quirk back. But, I'll tell Aizawa. He's like, okay. So he goes to Aizawa, he tells Aizawa, Omid tells Aizawa, and Omid's gonna be a little bit smarter. So like he goes to Aizawa, tells Aizawa, Midoriya isn't gonna be coming to your class today. He's like, why? And he's like, well, young Midoriya just got cheated on by Uraka. He's like, oh no, I have to go check on him after class. So he goes to go check on after class. Everybody's like, where was Midoriya today? And he wasn't here today because he had to go do something. And like, oh, okay. And he's like, what did he have to go do? He's like, Uraka cheated on him, but don't tell anyone that I told you. He's like, okay, Aizawa Sensei, but he doesn't tell that to Uraka or Ida, and it spreads like wildfire that Midoriya was cheated on by Uraka, and everybody's like, what? How could she cheat on him? So everybody goes to check up on Deku at the end of the day, but skip to before a few minutes before that it spread like wildfire in the school. So Deku just setting up a hang inside of his room with a rope. He has a rope. He sets it up. He basically signed a message in blood saying, whoever's reading this, I'm tired of my life. My life has been nothing but lie, and I just don't care anymore. Life is too hard to live. I have been cheated on, bullied, hated by everyone that ever thought I was always quirkless. I'm gonna tell you guys my secret. I never had a quirk to begin with, and it was All Might's quirk. Who he gave it to me, and everybody already knew about him. No, 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 no. He didn't write that in the message. Everybody knew that he was All Might's successor because his second year of UA, so everybody knows already. And and he writes, I've always been mistreated, and everything. Nobody liked me in my life because I was quirkless. So if you pick this up and you read it, I might as well just go to hell. Because I don't deserve to go to heaven. Because my life is a lie. It always has. So, I sign my will over. My soul to whoever takes it. Because I don't care. So, he says, by the way, P.S. Fuck Uraka and fuck you, Ida. Hope you all go to hell with me. and that's when the message ends on the paper. So he hangs himself, and he hears knocking on the door, and they say, Midoriya, can we come in? And they hear nothing. I'm like, Midoriya. So they knock on it like a whole bunch of times, and all they hear is like, and after a while it just stops, and everybody's like, what just happened? Wait, why is it all silent all of a sudden? So they break down the door, and all they see is a lifeless body with blood under it. And like, what? Why would he do this? Why Midoriya? Why could you do this? And everyone's like, no. And Rock and Ida in the back are like, why would he do this? Did he figure out? And everybody's like, you pushed him to this, Uraka and Ida. Why? How could you? And everybody's like, why? And they're like, we didn't do nothing. And like, you cheated on him, Uraka. And like, this is your 6th anniversary. How could you? And like, that weakling, he couldn't satisfy me. And in the message, it says, Deku did nothing with Uraka because he wasn't ready for all of that yet. Because, well, he wasn't ready to. Well, he was ready, but like he was gonna do it on the same day. He's like, I was gonna do you today, but it seems like you were just a hoe. And that's what he wrote in the message. So they see the pool of blood leading down from a trail. So they follow the trail, and they find a message, and they read the message. And they're like, so you tell me that you cheated on fuck Ida, and then he even wrote that freaking he even signed his soul over to what? He even said that he signed his soul to the demon Lucifer. Who's Lucifer? And this one, Lucifer is Izuku's grandfather. So I mean, he's gonna be okay either way. So he signed his soul over to Lucifer, because he was since Lucifer was a fallen angel, Izuku's gonna be like a demon. So he's gonna be like, when Lucifer finds out that his soul has been taken away from the earth, he's like, oh no, what happened to my grandson? So he goes on to hell. He's like, okay, let me okay. So they take before that Izuku, they take him down from the rope, and they're like, and then they go to recover her, see if she can heal him, and she's like, there's no pulse, but we can try that. You know those little shock things where they try to shock you back to life? So they do that. They give him CPR before that, and then they try to do the little shock thingy on him. But now we go to hell. Lucifer is down there. He's like, my grandson, where is he? And he's like, did he go to heaven? No, first thing he thinks of, did he go to heaven? I can't go up there. So he tries calling God. He's like, God, Father, please, Father. And he's like, yes, my son. What is it? my son, is he in heaven? Is he in heaven? He's like, no. He signed his soul over to hell so that he can be with you. He's like, he did? So he goes to hell and he sees Zuko down there just sitting down there crying, tears of blood, and then he's sitting waiting for his line. He's waiting in line. He's like, and he's like up in line waiting, because I feel like there will be like a line waiting for people to go to hell to see if they get tortured or anything. They're like, no, you don't get to torture my grandson. And like, yeah, we know that because he did nothing wrong. He was just cheated on and pushed to the limit. He should be going to heaven. I don't know why he's in hell. And he's like, he signed his soul over to me so that he can be with us, with me actually. I'm like, why would he want to do that? It's like he's my grandfather. So he's like, Grandpa, how have you been? He's like, I've been good, my boy. How have you been? I've been cheated on. He's like, oh, I see, by that Uraka girl. I know, because my father told me. So, do you want to go back to Earth? And I will give you power beyond beliefs. And he's like, Father, Grandpa, I don't think I want to go back to Earth. He's like, my son, my boy, there will always be girls and up there waiting for you. There's more fish in the ocean. There's more fish in the sea, my grandson. He's like, I understand that, Father, but it's our 6th anniversary. He's like, I know, my boy. And then he's like, okay, Father. So, since I'm gonna say that time goes faster than hell. So, on the real world, it's like 10 minutes, but in hell, it's like 10,000 years, 100,000 years, yeah. And if you think this is too much of a big time, and then go down to 10,000, I guess. But 100,000 years, because it seems more reasonable. So in hell, Izuku is just in there, and he's like, he's training, and over 100,000 years, he has surpassed Lucifer. 100,000 years, he has surpassed Lucifer. He even has he has the power of a word, so whatever he says goes. Like, well, not whatever he says. Like, he can say a word, like, he says, like, in a deep voice, like, attack. And then, like, demons come out of the ground. Or he can say, repulse. And they just go backwards. It's like the almighty push, but just repulse. Because I don't want to feel like copying Naruto. But repulse. And then he says, impulse. And they pull towards him. So, he has an attack called, what was that attack? He's called Lava Spurt. Like, he just says Lava Spurt, and just lava comes down. Like, this is just gonna be an attack for, like, killing Inferno, because he can't really kill anyone. And he has a fire attack called Demon Blast. Like, demon's breath. And he just shoots a fire blast, and he has an attack called, since Lucifer is a fallen angel, wouldn't he still have light abilities? Yeah, because God is his father, and he's God is Lucifer's father. So it's like, Father, can the angels train my grandson? And he's like, yes. So he has a power called Holy Light, which can burn people, but it won't kill. Like, if they're bad people, it will kill them. But if it's good people, then he will know. So that's tactic just for telling if somebody's good or bad. And if they're bad, it will burn them, but it won't kill them. And if they're good, it won't burn them at all. And he has a sword, and 2 daggers. I'm copying this from not solo leveling. I'm copying these blades from the Tosaka blade that Sasuke has. Tosaka blade. So he has angel wings and demon wings. So when he's mad, he gets black wings, and his eyes turn red. And when he's happy, or either he just wants to use his angel's ability, he gets white wings, and his eyes turn like with light inside of them, so you can see it. And when you look into his eyes for too long, you feel like you're seeing God himself. So my dude Deku is just OP. So like, Yeah, but so after 10 minutes, Izuku wakes up, and during that 10 minutes, they see that his hair is turning black, and they see that he's gaining muscle, and they're like, is this his quirk activating? Almost like sitting there too. Is like, is his quirk? And he's like, uh, um, 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 and we're like, we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. Is he unlocking a quirk? After a while, he just wakes up. He's like, he just takes a big gasp. He's like, he's like, and his voice got deeper. He's like, what is happening to me? He's like, why, my son? Why would you do this? He's like, that Uraka did this. Uraka tore me up. And I, I am the grandson of Lucifer, Morning Star, and my great great grandfather, God Himself, and I want revenge. And I'm gonna say that he gets Ghost Rider's abilities, yes sir. So he can summon in that motorcycle, yes sir, yes sir. So he gets Ghost Rider's abilities. He's like, and I have the demon. What is his name? Zalrak? I don't know. His name starts with a Z. If you tell me in the comments what is his name, but so he has the ability to summon a chain and motorcycle in, and his he has a blade which can. I think I already said this, but his blade it comes from is channeled from holy light, and his daggers are just uh, demonic flames. Has demonic flames. So he's like, I want vengeance. Vengeance will be mine. He's like, calm down, my son. Calm down. And All Might is his father in this one. Yes, sir. You already know he gotta be OP. Well, his stepdad is like, Father, let me have my revenge. He's like, no, my son. You cannot have revenge. But they will be on us. You will be able to choose whatever they do. So you get either choose if they get out of your way, or they get to stay, or you could choose whatever. You could choose whatever you want. Actually, he's like, no. Let me think of their punishment. Let me think of their punishment. He's like 2 weeks suspension. No, 4 week suspension. No, 2 week, because that's too long. Because they can't, he's like, we can't suspend them because they might go in the villain path, so we have to do something about it. He's like, I mean, they're like, we can't expel them because they might go in the villain path because they have pretty powerful quirks. If they do, I could probably just bring them back in, but yeah, true, but I mean, we just can't risk that, my boy. So he's like, okay, how about we, 2 weeks suspension? And he's like, alright. So they call Uraka, Ida, and everybody's just sitting there, too. They're like, what, and all the girls think he's good looking. All the boys are like, bro, are you okay? Because you know that bro code, bro code. They're like, bro, you already know, bro. You can't do this, but as soon as it happens, bro. You already know the bros got your back. He's like, yeah, I know, bros. Next time I will. He's like, yeah, bro. So, Ida and Uraka are just in the back, and as soon as Uraka sees Izuku, his eyes just turn red, and the back of them just turn black. He's like, repulse. Because Uraka tried to come out to him, he's like, Deku-kun, and he's like, repulse. So she just goes shooting back. He's like, these hoes aren't loyal. That's just fun. That's just funny right there. But everybody just starts laughing after that. So he's like, okay, and all the girls are like, are you okay, Izuku? Are you okay? Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. His eyes turn back to the normal. He's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then he just starts smiling, and his teeth are pretty white, like a good white, like those teeth are clean. And all those girls are like, wow, he has a pretty nice smile. And when he smiles, his eyes turn white, and as soon as they look into his eyes, they're like, it's like we're looking at God Himself. And as he's smiling, he's like, "Oh, my eyes. I'm sorry. My eyes just do that." They're like, "No, it's fine. They're really pretty. And, I mean, they're really beautiful." And Izuku's like, "Yo, you think so? Thank you." And it has a charming look. It makes me look. I mean, they say it makes him look charming, not beautiful. That just sounds weird. Like all boys are like, "Bro, your eyes are cool, bro. How do they even? Wait, did you unlock your quirk?" He's like, "Oh, that's for another day." And they're like, "What about that thing that you say you were like the son of, the grandson of God and the grandson of Lucifer?" He's like, "Oh, that's just for a show. I'm sorry." He's like, "Yeah, that's cool, but what about that demon thing where he says Zoroark? Oh, and he just like memory wipe. That's all he just says, and all our memories on. It's like, what were we just talking about? And like, I don't know. Oh yeah, we were talking to Izuku to see if he wants to go play a game. No, Izuku said, "Oh, we were just talking about if you guys want to go to the arcade or something." He's like, "Okay." And he's like, "Oh," and he sees May in the back. He's like, "Hey May, you want to come?" And she's like, Me." Okay." And then he grabs me by the hand. He's like, "All right, let's go, man." And Uraka just gets back up. I mean, Uraka just sitting there, and she's like, "What about me? Is it good kind?" He's like, I mean, he's like, "Impulse." He's like, "I don't like you," and he just says, um, Grin, Dragon. No, he says Grin. No, he. What is the move that would probably be good for a slam? So he says demonic slam. So like he all that's all he says in demonic slam, and then she just falls to the ground, and they just go. They're like fuck Uraka. Ida just like, hey, that's illegal to use your quirk, and and everybody's like shut up Ida, and he's like yeah shut up Ida, and he just says in demonic slam, yeah, demonic slam, and then Ida's just in the ground with Uraka. He's like, all right, let's go, you guys. Let's go to the arcade. I'm paying. And you're like, how are you gonna pay for all of us? He's like, oh wait, I just gotta call my grandfather. And like, oh, your grandfather? Yeah, yeah. My grandfather's name is Lucifer. They're like, oh, the demon Lucifer, and it was like, the fallen angel. He's actually a fallen angel, I think. No, that's what he's saying, not me. He says, Deku says, he's actually a fallen angel, not a demon. If you guys actually do your research, and they're like, oh yeah, and Mom was like, yeah, he's actually a fallen angel. He's not actually a demon. God just banished him from heaven because he was jealous. And like, oh yeah, we should probably go to church more. And like, yeah, I don't even know if they have churches in Japan actually. Let's just say they do in this, but hey, let's just go. So they all go, and they're like, as soon as they go, they're like, Deku's still calling his grandfather. He's like, grandfather, can you put some money in my bank account? He's like, yeah, how much do you need? 1.2 mil. He's like, oh, bad. And you're like, okay. And everybody's just hearing him say 1.2 mil. And like, everybody's just like, bro, your grandfather, you never told us that you were rich, your grandfather was rich. He's like, yeah, we don't like calling him too much, but hey, I gotta be drippy before I go. They're like, yeah, let's go to the mall before we go to the arcade. And you're like, okay, bet. So Deku just takes him on a shopping spree. Deku just buys some drip. You know, he got that he got that Ken Kaneki drip. You know that drip. Nah, not that Ken Kaneki drip. He got that Supreme mask. I mean that Supreme on. You know, got that drip on. So Deku just goes to the takes everybody out to go get dinner. He takes everybody out to go get to the arcade. And after that, they're like, bye. And everybody says bye. And like, bye. So he calls up his butler. I'm just going to say he's rich in this, but nobody knew that he was rich. So he calls up his car, and his car is really high tech. He got that Lambo. He pulls up in the Lambo. He's like, "Hey man, you wanna ride with me?" It's like, "Sure." Is it good, Kun? He's like, when did you start calling that? He's like, Zuku, is it fine? I mean, he's like, yeah, it's fine. All right, let's go. And this one, Deku's confident, so he's like, hey, May, so where do you live? He's like, I just live like right around the corner from here, and so he just drops me off. Like, all right, bye, May, and she's like, wait. Deku's like, May says bye, Zuku. He's like, wait. So he's like, hey, I'll see you later, May. So he comes to May, on kiss her on the cheek. No, kiss her on the lips. She's like, I'll see you later, May. And he's like, Bae, I thought we were just friends. He's like, oh, so you don't wanna? And she like, no, it's fine. And then she's like, all right, bye. Oh, I never got your number, so he gets that number, I'll call you later. He's like, yes, sir, I got that number. So after that, he just goes home, and in a few weeks it's gonna be the USJ because we're gonna be doing that arc again. So this is gonna be the end of. This is gonna be part 0 of what if Deku was cheated on, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.